the organization and that you would have entrusted me to do so with such a great vision. And as you can see, the staff, the board, and myself, I have given it all that I got. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your beloved Bishop Charles E. Plaza.
While you're standing, would you help me celebrate the greatest lady on the face of the earth, Lady Mabley? Thank you so much. If anybody has any trouble with the name Tanua Thrash, I want you to just wait for a while, because pretty soon her name is going to be Mrs. Udoak Hintook. Is Brother Udoak in here now? Where are you, Udoak? There he is. Come on out, come on out, come on out. That's Brother Udoak Hintook. He's going to change her name. Give Tanua a real rousing applause, please. Celebrate also Ruth Bolton and her husband Carl Bolton of Union Bank. Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas, President of the Board of Supervisors, President Herb Weston of the LA City Council. Celebrate them, please. Bishop Kenneth Ulmer is here on today. Can we have praise? We're so thankful to all the officers and officials from Union Bank who've been in this community since 1963. That's a long time. 50 years? Is that 63? 2013? 60? 50. No, it's 50. 50. So we're celebrating 50 years of service for Union Bank in the Crenshaw area. I think it's a wonderful and a fitting matter that on their 50th anniversary they relocated from Jefferson to the corner of Crenshaw and Jefferson. They've always been a positive force and power in our community, but this is a very special year for them and for us. Let's celebrate them again, please. It was in 1975 and 1976 that Los Angeles chose this particular area, this particular place, as our future home. And we started buying land on Crenshaw. In those days, you could buy it for $4 a square foot, I think was the price that I remember. And of course, it started going up and going up, and I stopped counting when it passed by $50 a square foot. That was a pretty good investment. And Crenshaw has been improved. Deserted automobile car lots and dealerships were all up and down Crenshaw. And it seemed that Crenshaw had reached literally a low point in its existence. God blessed us to choose this very wonderful area, this very wonderful place. I made some great decisions in my life. You can look at my wife and tell that. And I've also made some bad decisions, but the decision to locate in this place at that time was one of the greatest decisions I've ever made in all my life. I want to say that part of the mission and purpose of West Angeles CDC and church is to fight against blight by attracting investment into new commercial spaces that create jobs and expand consumer choices for our community. It is the role of community-based nonprofit developers like West Angeles CDC to develop underutilized properties with community input. Today's celebration marks the culmination of more than 12 years of prayer and 12 years of struggle. It is instinctive of faith-based community developers to rely on faith and to trust God to carry out vision. Most developers, driven by profit and the adage that time is money, would have given up a long time ago. But we knew that this needed to be done despite all the challenges that were put before us. We especially need to acknowledge our CDC, our CEO Emeritus of our CDC, Lula Bolton, for her strong and relenting will in seeing this project through. To give you some sense of the time that this project took, Lula hired Tanua Thrash to be the project manager on this development. And now Tanua, soon to be Intuk Udua, is the executive director of the West Angeles CDC, whose tenacity is well known to all for getting things done. If you want it done, look at Tanua Thrash. I think Brother Uduak Intuk would say that she's a good negotiator. It was a blessing and a testament to the tenacity and professionalism of Lula and Tanua that this project was never jeopardized, even during the smooth transition of leadership of our CDC. West Angeles CDC could not celebrate this day without the steadfast partnership and commitment of the team of CIM, Shaul Kuba, Avi Shemesh, Jennifer Gandin, Philip Ong of CIM. And we want to thank CIM for being a true partner every step of the way. And also we had partners in the financing and the funding of this project. President Barack Obama's economic stimulus found its way to Crenshaw through this project. So we want to thank President Barack Obama. Some of you know it's a process to get money from Washington to Crenshaw. And so we thank Senator Dianne Feinstein and our able representative, Mr. Percy Pinckney, who helped get the money to California. Our city and county representatives took it from there. We want to thank our mayor, Antonio Villaraigosa, President of the County Board of Supervisors, Mr. Mark Ridley Thomas, and certainly last but not least, City Council President Herb Wesson. We're grateful to these leaders for helping us to fulfill our mission to improve and revitalize our community. This work will continue in the coming years as we expect everyone here to join us again when we celebrate the opening of a new development a little further down Crenshaw. And so we welcome the Crenshaw to LAX light rail line because it represents an opportunity for smart, transit-oriented developments along Crenshaw. Got a light rail line going down Exposition, one coming down Crenshaw. You know we chose the right place at the hub of all this wonderful activity. We would not give up until there was a Lamert Park station in the plans for the Crenshaw line. And so we're going to be cutting ribbons again and again as we see development up and down Crenshaw. Thank God, thank all of you, thank Union Bank and all who are involved for helping us to do what we've done as we move toward the future and toward progress. Thank you, and God bless you.